just an advice for the young women like me, my advice is not to wait until you feel like 100% ready. So sometimes I think you have to go out of your comfort zone and you simply need to take the leap, even when it's scary, because I know that it's scary. So the wine industry needs new energy and also new languages, and we as young women can truly make a difference with our vision and our passion.
Benvenuti! Welcome to the next generation. With me, your host, Giulia Stocchetti. Join me as I take you on a journey to discover young stars of the Italian food and wine world. Pronti? Andiamo! Hello, ciao a tutti, and welcome back to a new episode on the next generation on the Italian Wine Podcast. Today, I'm so happy to be here with Eugenia Caggiano, a dynamic young woman entrepreneur in the world of wine, who's running Sella delle winery that was founded in the 70s in Taurasi, Irpinia. It's such a treat to have you here, Eugenia, by the way, because I was chasing you for months, but finally we made it. So thanks for being here and welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the invitation. It's truly a pleasure to be here today and to have the chance to share a bit of my story and the work we do at Sella delle Spine. So thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Well, now that I have the chance to get to meet you and to know you, I'd really love to know your background. Can you tell us something about you? What were you doing before working at the winery? What did you study? Where did you go?
I grew up in Taurasi, so Taurasi is in the heart of Irpinia, and I've always been surrounded by vineyards, and thanks to my family, of course. I also had different experiences. So I studied, for example, away from home and specialized in management at the University of Siena before coming back and starting this new adventure. So returning home was a conscious choice because I wanted to bring a fresh perspective of my family business. And since 2018, I've been managing the company. At the beginning, of course, I was onboarded by my parents, and now I'm taking care of its day to day operation with a focus on innovation and sustainability.
So basically, you are the head of your winery. You're managing all that's happening in the cellar, in the winery.
Yeah, now I am the head of the company since 2018. So I'm the boss.
My God. And, she's so young. Eugenia is like 25 years old.
Yeah.
So, and it's like 2025. You started in
Yeah.
2018. So, how old were you when you started just directing the whole thing, Sella delle Spine?
I was 18 years old, so very, very young. I think like a teenager, but as I told you at the beginning, I was onboarded by my parents, so I get autonomous after maybe 2 years, so I was 20 years maybe. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's something unique. I mean, that's amazing. You're a young superstar in the wine world. And what inspired you to take over the family business?
So I decided to embark on this journey because I felt a strong desire to create value in my local area. I think that there wasn't a one specific moment where I understand that I want to do that, but maybe some series of signs. So the urge to return home and also the awareness of that we could tell the story of the wine in a new way and the need to do it with authenticity. So when I start, I was, I think, also driven by the desire to carry on something my parents built with a passion, dedication, and I think also sacrifice. So I think different signs that embark me on this journey.
So that was your own decision, that was your own choice to continue your parents' work, and that's beautiful. And they should be very proud of you.
Yeah, I think yes. I don't know.
Are they still involved in the winery, or now they're just enjoying while you are taking care of the business?
We work together, so we are a team.
So, what do they do?
So it depends. We, of course, split the agreements. And for example, they are most focused on the visit of our customers in the winery. I, for example, manage more the commercial, the export. So we split the different agreement that we have to do in the company. So depends.
That's why it works, because everyone has its own business to take care of. So you all work together for Sella delle Spine. But oh my God, you're on the toughest side, I guess, like the commercial side.
Yeah,
So also of the export, you said, right?
yeah, yeah.
So where do you export your wine?
The 40% of our production abroad in different European countries and also in, for example, in the States, in different province of Canada. In Europe, we are in Netherlands, in Malta, in Albania. So different countries. Now we are around 10 countries where we export our product.
That's beautiful. And you take care of all of it. Wow. And how many bottles you make in a year, more or less?
We are a family business, so we are around maybe 150,000 bottles every year. But we had put a cap for our production, and we, of course, has a goal to preserve the quality. So we want to go over specific quantity, like for example, 250,000 bottles for a year. So also in the future, we want to be classified like a family company. So we want to preserve the quality of every single bottle that we make.
Well, it's nice to see that you really know what you want to do with your winery, in your life. I mean, everything is clear in your mind, and I'm sure you will have success. So, the next question comes natural to me. What are the most rewarding moments, like the best parts of your job, the favorite things you're doing daily?
I think one of the most rewarding moments is seeing people moved while tasting our wines. I think it's especially meaningful when international visitors write us after, for example, a winery visits, telling us they've had a truly unique experience because we at Sala delle Spine we do a lot of work around the wine tourism. So knowing that I'm leading the company in the right direction and promoting our land in an authentic and meaningful way, I think is incredibly fulfilling for me. So I think that.
Nice. And with so many pros, I think there are also some cons, maybe. So, what are the most challenging moments?
I think, in general, as a young woman, also in a male dominated industry, sometimes I felt the need to earn respect more than others. So I think this is the most and the worst things. It's an hard question to answer.
You nailed it. You made the point. So, how do you overcome those moments?
I believe that passion and competencies speak louder than anything else. So
What if I ask you about your hobbies? You're a hard-working woman, but you also should have some hobbies, right? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I love fashion, my big passion, and of course, I enjoy traveling and also watching TV series. Often they are recommended by friends. So, another hobby that I discover is I really like collecting the flesh invaders. Do you know what are flesh invaders?
Oh, actually, if you can please tell me something about that, I will be happy to hear.
They are like small art pieces that are created by a Parisian street artist, and you can spot them in the most major cities. So when I'm traveling, I think it's a fun way to explore the cities because when you find one of them, you can capture them using an app. And of course, they give you some points.
That's amazing. It's the first time that I hear about these things. Wow.
Yeah, I discovered these new hobbies, and sometimes I think get me crazy because I walk around and try to find these flesh invaders around the cities.
We will talk about that later after the interview. I will ask you some info about how to get the app to do that and how it does work, of course, because I have no idea.
I suggest you to find some flesh invaders around.
Where did you find out about this?
Such a natural things. I was in Paris maybe 1 or 2 years ago because in Paris there is the largest quantity of flash invaders because the street artists were from Paris. When I was in Paris, I saw them around and I searched on Google what are these kind of small monster I think. And I discovered these new street artists because I like a lot the street artists. And then now is my new hobby.
And in Italy, have you found some of them?
They are only in Rome, so it became my goal to find them on in Rome. I don't know if it's the only Italian city, but yeah, maybe the major where you can find in Italy.
So, do you sell your wines to Rome also?
Yeah. We sell them.
You go to Rome, you sell wine, you look for these tiny little pieces of art that are here and there. Well, I think you should go to Rome maybe a little more often to make sure to get them all.
Yeah, maybe.
And where did you find your favorite one so far? In what city?
I think in Paris because they are very, very beautiful.
And I got two questions about this. Like, if you catch one, can someone steal from you, or once you get it, is yours and it stays with you like forever?
Not everyone can catch a flash invaders.
Mm-hmm.
So the app is only a way to collect them in a portfolio, okay? Everyone can collect the same invaders.
Okay, okay. So I don't have to steal yours.
No.
Okay, that's nice. Have you ever thought about using one of them on a wine label, maybe, or dedicate a wine to this hobby of yours?
I never heard about it. I never seen an invaders dedicated to the wine industry, but I hope to find one of them dedicated to the wine industry. So,
Oh, wow. Or maybe you should be the one to create it first. That would be nice. And so I see that you're traveling quite a lot because, I have to admit that I was looking for some info about Eugenia on social media and online. And I saw that you're traveling so often. What's your favorite place to go?
okay, yeah, I've been traveling quite a lot lately, and I think my favorite place so far is Paris. Yeah, because I love the atmosphere, the art, and also the culture of Paris. And I think it's truly a magical city. And of course, for my hobby, is the place where you can find the largest number of fresh invaders.
Do you speak French?
No,
I would love to speak French, but so far I can just say champagne, burgundy, baguette. That's all my French. Maybe you're better than me for sure, but yeah. And how often do you go to Paris in a year, more or less?
once for a year for work, for promoting the wine. So
Nice. And how many wines do you make? How many different kind of wines you make?
So, in general, our portfolio is composed by 8 labels, but we make different variety. For the red wines, we are specialized for the Ionic grape. For the white wines, we make three different grapes: the Fiano di Avellino, Greco di Tufo, and Falanghina. So, we are specialized in these grapes.
Fantastic. These are the indigenous varieties. So you make terroir expressive wines. I should try some of your wines. Now you made me curious and thirsty. Let's say, what if I come to Taurasi, to Irpinia, and I want to sightsee and enjoy the food and the people? What should I do? What do you recommend people to do when they come to visit?
So, if someone visits Taurasi for the first time, I suggest starting with a walk through the historical center. We in Taurasi have also a castle, a medieval castle. And of course, you have to visit the winery, of course, with us.
Of course, that was the first thing on my list.
And then, for a typical dinner, you can miss a dish at our restaurant because we had also the Sella bistro. So you can't miss this.
So hold on, you own a winery and a restaurant.
In the restaurant too, yeah, the Sala Bistro.
And what's the most famous dish of your restaurant?
At Sala Bistro, we combine the traditional dishes and ingredients from the Irpinia area with some innovative ingredients. So I suggest you to find on our also Instagram page. They are very something atypical from the restaurant from our area. So we are something traditional and innovative.
Okay, sounds so interesting. And is the chef and the people working there young as you are?
Yeah, our chef is so young.
Wow, fantastic.
He can have at our restaurant some fresh perspective of our Irpinian roots.
He's from Irpinia or he's from somewhere else?
He is from Milan, but he lives in Irpinia since different years. I don't remember.
Irpinian guy now.
Yeah, now he's from Irpinia. The good contamination with Milan vision.
Fantastic. And the restaurant, the Sella Bistro, is open all year long or is just a seasonal?
We are open all day, all year, so you can visit us when you want.
Thank you so much. And you are managing the restaurant too.
Yeah, I must more focused on the winery, but yeah, I help my parents to manage the restaurant too. More in during the weekend where everyone comes in Taurasi for visit the winery, do experience around the wine world.
The restaurant is close to the winery or
Yeah, it's very close. It's very close to the winery. So sometimes we combine the visit in the winery and then the lunch at the restaurant.
fantastic. And is Irpinia popular touristic destination or for now there are just few people who know about this hidden gem in the south of Italy?
No, we are popular, and I think during this year we are increasing our quantity of tourists that comes in Taurasi for discover this new word and this new variety. I think we are increasing tourism, so most people comes.
Most people are from Italy or they come from abroad.
Both. Depends, of course, by the season, but both. So from Campania, from the other Italian region, from abroad. So
So it's an international destination. Yeah, I mean, you were talking about the region as something special, something unique, really enjoyable in terms of nature, wine, food, hiking, things to do. So sounds really fascinating. And I really hope I'll be able to visit because I live near Verona. I live in Soave, but I've never been to Irpinia. When you tell me it's a good time to come over, I will make sure to be able to visit.
okay, I will wait you.
Fantastic. And if you ever come to Verona, please just let me know so we can catch up.
Yeah, of course. Every year I come to Verona, of course.
Okay, so next time just let me know we find a way to
Yeah.
because we were both working at Vinitaly these years, couldn't even find a minute to have a glass of wine together. But on my list of 2026 is visiting you either in Irpinia, that would be much, much better, or at Vinitaly would be fine too. By the way, before we wrap up the episode, I was wondering do you have any brothers or sisters working with you? or your only child?
Yeah, I've got a brother, and he's younger than me. He works in the winery in the company with me, but at the same time, he studies. So,
And you think he's going to work with you in the future at the winery?
yeah, I think yes. He's very proud of what my parents created during these years, and I think yes.
Was your mom or your dad creating the winery?
Not together. They run into the business together and they start this journey together. So,
A true labor of love.
yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so I wish I could stay here longer talking to you, but I have to respect a certain amount of time for the episode. So I have three rapid questions for you that actually just became four because I got another one. But Eugenia, if you have to go for an aperitivo, you go for a sparkling wine or for a spritz?
Okay, I think sparkling wine. I'm based.
Fantastic. Yay! 100% agree. Okay, next one. London or Paris?
Okay, hard question. So I love both, but maybe Paris. Yeah.
I knew it for your flesh things collectibles.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I wasn't mean because I was about to add Orso or Irpinia, but I didn't. You see, I've been good. Then, if you have to choose one of your wine
Okay.
and one of your dishes at the restaurant,
Okay.
what would they be?
Okay, the wine. So I think I have a wine named after me. So
Wow,
Piano di Avellino, I think.
fantastic.
For the dish, depends. I don't know. It depends on my mood.
Okay, for your mood now, just one dish. You can also say the name in Italian, is fine.
Okay, so I think some risotto. We made the risotto, and now today risotto is for me. So I think risotto.
All right. Grazie mille, Eugenia. If there's anything else you'd like to add before we close the episode, otherwise, I guess it's all good.
I just want to say that I think we need to believe in the power of wine as culture and also as a means of connection and sometimes as a part of our identity because supporting small producers who are maybe often the ones putting the most heart in every bottles is I think an act that goes far beyond purchasing a product. So I think it's like an invest is a way to invest in our future of our land and traditions. So I think that, and sometimes just an advice for the young women like me, my advice is not to wait until you feel like 100% ready. So sometimes I think you have to go out of your comfort zone and you simply need to take the leap even when it's scary, because I know that it's scary. So the wine industry needs new energy and also new languages, and we as young women can truly make a difference with our vision and our passion. So
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, I would call it like youthful wisdom. I mean, I'm speechless. Wow. Grazie mille for your advice, and it should be an inspiration for everyone out there, for every single woman.
thank you too for the invitation, and I wait you in Irpinia, okay?
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. I'll see you in Irpinia, I guess.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Grazie for being with me today and listening to The Next Generation on the Italian Wine Podcast. Alla prossima! Cin cin!